Hey, listeners. My name is Elisha, the founder of the Witnesses podcast. It's so beautiful to have you listening to our podcast. And I want you to know something that means a whole lot to me. Thank you for tuning in. And one thing I love to tell all of our listeners is it's not just about you listening, but listening to understand. Understanding is the most important thing. So important. So, you have to listen, learn, and practice. Thank you so very much and happy listening.
Hi, and it's so nice to have you on the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. It's morning time here in Hawaii.
Beautiful. That's so good. Okay, and oftentimes I love to talk about the essence of the show, which is to invite amazing guests, amazing guests like Han to come talk to us about their triumphant stories, because we believe that in our audience there might be some people who are stuck up in a situation that and came out of triumphantly. So by those people listening to you speak, they might pick an information from the words you're going to be saying here today, and those information might actually lead to their transformation. So the essence of this show is basically to cause transformation in the lives of the listeners. It's all about transformation. All right, and so within the next few minutes, let us get started with your story, the challenges that you faced, and how you overcame them. Then afterwards, I've got some beautiful questions surrounding meditation. Okay, Han, let's go over to you.
Yes, because meditation has been a big part of my story and overcoming. I was not a naturally chill person. My mind wandered a lot and I had a lot of anxiety. I had the level of anxiety that I would like pass out at the most inopportune times. When I was at the doctor's office and perhaps they were going to do a procedure and they were being a little dismissive or didn't have that compassionate care element, I would, just pass out. I'd be on the floor, it's fight, flight, or freeze. I am gone. And that's how I would handle it. And obviously, I wanted to fix this. I didn't want to have this adrenaline rush that left me not sleeping for days afterwards. And it was a real pain. So I went to a yoga teacher and I asked, how can I use meditation and yoga to help me through this? And so they told me, go there and you're going to notice your breath and you're going to notice your body sensations. And these are kind of classic mindfulness techniques that we use in meditation. If you've ever tried meditating, you've probably done some breath awareness or even just body sensation awareness. So I went in there and I was ready to use these techniques. And as the procedure was about to begin, I was noticing my body and I felt my heart beating out of my chest and I tasted metal in my mouth and I felt myself go flush. And then I noticed my breath and it was strained and I felt like my body was betraying me. And I was out on the floor faster than I ever had before. And I'm like, wait a second, meditation's supposed to be relaxing. So I looked into the research and I talked to some people, and apparently, when you experience acute anxiety, like to the level of panic attack, when you're in that really anxious state, the research shows that body awareness and breath awareness actually make it worse. Now, that's not to say that, meditation is bad for anxiety. And those techniques could be helpful if I was in a safe place, I was at home, and I was in a comfortable situation. But in that discomfort, it's not the time. So if anybody else listening to this experiences that level of anxiety where you feel like you're going to pass out or you do pass out like me, I have several techniques that actually do work. So for example, the first technique, we can do it right now, even as you're listening to this. Notice the points of contact of your body on the surface beneath you. So if you're in a chair, you'll feel the thighs against the chair, maybe the back of the chair. Feel your feet pressed on the ground, maybe even want to readjust so your feet are right under your knees and press your feet down to get a little taller. feel the surfaces of your body in contact and being supported. Now, with the next few exhales, imagine your body releasing into those surfaces, kind of like you're melting down into the surfaces. You can even make your next few exhales as you listen a little bit longer, a little more relaxed as you release down. Now, this technique is called grounding. And this is really helpful when you're in that acute anxiety like that, because I can still be present and answer questions, but my awareness is to the outside of my body, not the inside, which maybe, my stomach may be churning, my heart may be beating too fast for my comfort level. And so you want to bring the awareness outside. Another technique is if you don't have to answer questions, you don't have to be present. Say you're getting a dental procedure, right? So none of us like going to the dentist. I actually have to go to the dentist today. So when you're getting a dental procedure, what you want to do here is focus on your safe place. Everyone listening right now, where do you feel most at ease? For me, it's at the beach. Maybe yours is by a lake at your grandmother's house, or maybe it's in your living room with your cat cuddled in your lap. Notice what comes to mind, and for a few moments, recruit all your senses to go into that safe place. What do you hear? What do you feel physically in your body? What do you see around you? You could have your eyes closed as long as you're not driving, and imagine being in that safe place. What even do you smell or taste? And going to that safe place is a visualization meditation. So I'll even wiggle my toes as if I'm curling them into the sand and bring that tactile element into it. So that can be super helpful when you are in, a situation where you can kind of zone out a little bit and visualize. So I've over the years used meditation to really help me overcome this anxiety. And I've used it to help me also with chronic pain, which I've experienced since a teenager. And as I've gotten deeper into it, I've found that different meditations work for different circumstances. It's not one size fits all. So if you've tried meditation before and it wasn't like the right technique for you, it might not just be the right technique for you, or it might be the wrong technique for the wrong time, the wrong season in your life, the wrong situation, the wrong feelings you were dealing with, whether you're anxious or depressed. Those are different meditation techniques I would provide. So as a yoga therapist, that's what I do for a living. I therapeutically adapt for each person and situation. And that's what I did with my recent book, Meditation for the Real World, is it's real world meditations for everyday life to find peace. There's somebody on the cover sitting on a subway and they're sitting tall and they have headphones on listening to a guided meditation while everyone around them is hunched over their cell phones, right? We think we have to meditate for 20 minutes a day on a cushion on the floor and it's got to be perfectly quiet. But actually, rather than scrolling while you wait, you can meditate while you wait. So that's been a big difference for me overcoming, social anxiety as well. Because when I'm in that social situation, I have techniques I can do right there at the party. Like nobody needs to know that I'm even doing them to get over that anxiety.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and shall we get started with the questions? Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. So, what about people who feel like they can't meditate? How do these people, how can they meditate? And actually, I get it, but I feel like I can't meditate. What would you say to people like that?
Yeah, first of all, it's so common that people come to me and they say, I can't stop my mind. My mind is too active. I'm always distracted and I can't focus, so I can't meditate. But really, they got it all wrong because that's more reason to meditate, right? Meditation is boot camp for your focus. And so if you don't feel like you're focusing very well, that means that you're just getting a great workout. Like those days that you go to the gym and, you really don't feel like going, but you drag yourself out of bed and you maybe even do like kind of a workout that doesn't feel like you're 100%. But at the end, you're like, I'm so glad I showed up. I feel better, right? That's what those days when your mind is really wandering are all about. And if you experience that a lot, those days are the days you're getting the best workouts in meditation. You are improving the most. People think that meditation is focusing on just the one thing, whether it be your breath or the visualization or the body sensations, whatever the focal point is. But actually, the process of meditation is you're given a focal point. The second step, the second part of the cycle is your mind will wander. It's inevitable. It happens to everybody. Even the best meditators, monks, their minds wander. So the third step is you notice your mind wanders and you determine whether that's important or not. If it's you smelling smoke and the house is on fire, you know what? It's important. Let's get out of the house. But if it's just what are you going to eat later for dinner? It's not important right this moment. You can think about that later. So then you're going to redirect your focus back. That action of redirecting your focus back, that's the workout, right? That's you doing the reps at the gym. That's the workout. So if you feel like your mind's wandering a lot, you're just getting a great workout.
Wow. And this is so educative. I love it. Okay, but um, what about people who are so busy? You know, busy in their minds, busy at work, so busy. How can these people meditate? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's great to have a practice where you meditate 10 or 20 minutes every day, but not all of us can fit that into our schedule. But you can fit little moments, even 1 minute meditations into your schedule. Like I said, meditate while you wait. You can find times through your day where, you're about to start a meeting and the other person's late or you're a little early. You sit tall, you look out the window and you notice what you see and you just are present for a minute. When you come into that meeting, you're going to be so much more focused. Or maybe you're dropping your kids off at school and you're or picking them up and you're in the car waiting for them. You have a couple minutes. You can have your eyes open when meditating. You don't have to close your eyes. So integrating meditation into your life can give you those immediate effects. Integrate them into moments where you feel like you need them the most. And then if you want to build the practice where you're doing perhaps 10 minutes a day, you can also integrate that into a time in your day that makes sense. Every day you go and watch the sunset or you sit on your porch to watch the sunset. That's the time to meditate, to pull out an audio meditation and do your practice. So integrate it into your life rather than thinking about it as something extra you add on top.
Hmm, perfect answer. A beautiful one at that. Okay, the second to last question, and all right, so this says, how can meditation help one to learn everything better? How can you get to learn
Yeah.
everything better through meditation?
Meditation teaches you how to learn better. You learn how to learn everything better. You increase your focus. When you're better focused, you're able to take in the information and remember it. Also, meditation increases what psychologists call meta skills. So, these are skills like metacognition. You begin to think about your thinking. Or meta awareness. You become aware that you are aware. And people who focus on learning and education, they know that when you can improve these skills, you improve all other skills. When you change the way you think and feel, you are able to just change everything. It will cascade into other aspects of your life.
That's so correct. I got that. Okay, so how long do you think one needs to meditate for it to work. And can 1 minute meditations really make a difference?
Even a one breath meditation can make a difference. You're about to yell at your kids. You just take a moment, maybe even close your eyes and take one deep breath. Do it right now. And with a nice, slow exhale, you're going to feel immediate changes to your physiology. You're able to think better. You probably improved your posture. So even a one breath pause, a powerful pause, can make a difference. So 1 minute can definitely make a difference. We're having immediate effects to our brain waves, the way that our brain is being activated, getting to be more relaxed and focused. We're also changing our neurochemistry. We're releasing endorphins to get that like feel good high from meditating. So even a minute makes a difference. Even a breath makes a difference.
Breath, beautiful. Amazing, man. Oh man. Um, ever since you started talking, I've been learning a series of things concerning meditation. And I'm so impressed. I tell you, you're such a knowledgeable woman, and I love that. Okay, so in conclusion, and let's say, let's look at your final thought. Let's say there is one piece of advice you like to give to the audience. What would that be? And let's say there are someone's listening who wants to get the book. Remind me the title. What's the title again?
Meditation for the Real World
Good.
by
I
Anne
love that.
Swanson.
Okay, beautiful. So how can they get the book? How can they reach out to you? And your final thought. Let's have it.
Yeah. So my advice for you is to try it. Get started and be easy on yourself, because if your mind wanders, it just means you're getting a good workout, right? And you can get started by going to meditationfortherealworld.com, and you'll get the links to be able to get the book, as well as my free gift to your listeners is a meditation challenge where you can listen to guided meditations that really guide you through the book, less than 10 minutes a day. And that will get you started on your meditation journey, as well as getting you a little acquainted with the book so you can keep this by your bedside and pull it out rather than pulling out your phone before you go to bed, and come up with, right now I'm feeling a little anxious, or I'm feeling FOMO, or I'm feeling pain right now. What could I do? And there's a meditation for everything from doom scrolling to FOMO. So go to meditationfortherealworld.com and you can grab the book and get these bonuses.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so very much. And so that's going to be the end of the show. Thank you for your time. And, it's been a beautiful moment with you. And educative moment, I tell you. So thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring the invite. It means a whole lot. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for tuning in to this incredible episode. Your support means the world to us, and we truly value you. We look forward to having you join us for the next episode. If you enjoyed what you heard, please consider rating and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. Your feedback is greatly appreciated.